What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a major update in this Liverpool Takeover saga, because the Liverpool owners FSG are in deep talks with the owners of Newcastle, Saudi Arabia, and the public investment fund of Saudi Arabia. So what impact does it have on Liverpool? And we will have an interview with John Henry in this video, and also we will hear what the Boston Red Sox fans think about FSG investing into all kinds of different portfolios and different ventures. They are venturing into golf, and we will hear from the Boston Red Sox fans themselves about what they think and how their baseball club is run by FSG, which I think is very telling and very familiar to many Liverpool fans. So make sure to stick around, because there will be lots of very interesting information in this video. And if you enjoy these, make sure to leave a like, and you can support the channel further by donating to me on Patreon, giving me a couple of dollars. Like $3 is the lowest tier that you can subscribe to, and it really helps me out and it helps this channel keep running. So recent reports from Liverpool World indicate that FSG are in dire talks with the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund as part of the wider negotiations between the PGA Tour and Live Golf. Live Golf is a direct competitor of the PGA Tour, completely funded by Saudi Arabia. This ongoing development raises interesting questions for Liverpool fans, many of whom are closely watching how these dealings will impact their club. So that's why these talks are very relevant to you guys, Liverpool fans who are watching this. The involvement of FSG in golf, specifically through the Strategic Sports Group Consortium, and they invested already $3 billion into the PGA Tour, which is 2.3 billion pounds. Just to put that into context, that's probably worth as much as Liverpool Football Club in total. So if FSG sold Liverpool Football Club right now, they would be very lucky to get 2.3 billion pounds or $3 billion for the whole club. And this shows their focus is not exclusively on football. They just want to make money. That's what private equity firms do, like FSG. While this diversification may be loaded from a business perspective, many Liverpool supporters will wonder what this means for the football club, especially given the relatively quiet summer transfer window, and Liverpool spent a lot less money on transfers than what they earned from player sales, which I think, after a new manager getting appointed, is absolutely unacceptable and disgraceful. Arne should have been backed a lot more in the transfer market. And also there are lingering rumors surrounding Mo Salah and the potential move to Saudi Arabia. So FSG's interests, of course, go well beyond Anfield. Their ownership stretches from baseball's Boston Red Sox, ice hockey's Pittsburgh Penguins. They are also in a NASCAR through RKF Racing. They own a franchise in Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods' new golf competition, as well as the PGA Tour and Live Golf work towards securing a deal before the end of the year deadline. FSG's involvement is deepening, because John Henry have met with PIF Governor Yasir Al-Rumayyan. He is the governor of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, and FSG was considering purchasing a second football club to maintain Liverpool's competitive edge in the Premier League and on the global stage. Mike Gordon said the global football has changed immensely, becoming increasingly sophisticated, but after failing to purchase Bordeaux, we haven't heard anything else about which club FSG would be interested in purchasing. And it's not difficult to feel a big sense of frustration as a Liverpool fan while observing FSG's current direction. Their involvement in global sports is undoubtedly impressive and profitable, but the neglect of key football matters is concerning. FSG are taking their eye off the ball when it comes to Liverpool, and even the Boston Red Sox, which is their home city baseball club, even they don't care about that. They don't support the Boston Red Sox financially well enough to have a competitive team, and the Boston Red Sox fans had enough, and we will hear from them in this video. So the summer transfer window passed with minimal activity. And despite reports of potential moves and transfers, nothing significant materialized until we signed Chiesa, which is a great transfer, but we failed to sign a midfielder after missing out on Subimendi. And also there were so many other transfer windows where Liverpool were short with the squad, and yet FSG didn't sanction any more transfers. And the ongoing saga with Salah linked to Saudi Arabia creates further tension. And of course, the Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold contract situation can't be ignored either. So Liverpool fans will also want progress on contracts with these three players. FSG's interest in purchasing a second football club could be a positive step towards securing Liverpool's long-term success, but no day updates on this front at the moment. So fans are left in limbo, unsure of where Liverpool Football Club are going. And Liverpool have to be more competitive in the transfer market. We have to be more ruthless in the transfer market if we want to remain competitive and continue challenging for major trophies, because literally everybody else spent more on transfers than Liverpool. I think if you count just the current season, I don't think anybody else spent less than £10 million on their transfers, incoming transfers I mean. And here is another article confirming that FSG holds talks with Newcastle's Saudi Arabian owners over a new partnership. A consortium led by FSG invested £2.3 billion into golf's PGA Tour. How do you feel about that as a Liverpool fan? How does that make you feel? Let me know in the comments below. Voice your opinion and concerns. This came in the form of the creation of new commercial venture, PGA Enterprises, which allows players to become equity holders in the project, and this would also permit co-investment from the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund in the future, something that is now coming to fruition. So ESPN reported that talks took place in New York with PGA Tour Enterprises chairman and FSG owner John Henry, part of a transactional subcommittee that is negotiating with the Saudis, along with Tiger Woods and golfer Adam Scott. So this is an interesting development for golf and for Liverpool due to the nature of FSG's relationship with PIF, who owns 85% of Newcastle. The relationship between Liverpool and Newcastle owners would need to be at least cooperative for the Saudi-backed Live Golf Tour to merge with the FSG-led PGA Tour. It will be intriguing to see how this could affect the club's behavior around Premier League issues, including votes on rule changes and issues relating to profit and sustainability rules, with potential conflicting interests in different sports. I really hope that now that doesn't mean Liverpool will vote in favor of what Saudi Arabia wants for Newcastle in the Premier League, because I would be absolutely furious if that was the case. John Henry gave an interview in the Boston Globe, and he said it means that we are not looking to grow at this point because FSG's growth strategy is now at capacity. I hate to say that on the record, but we've got our hands full with Boston, Liverpool, the PGA Tour, Pittsburgh Penguins, NASCAR, real estate. We are working on a couple of things that we were working on before we got involved here in the PGA Tour. There will be other opportunities, I'm sure, that we will look at, but we are fully engaged. We are not out there, and I think we have never been out there looking for opportunities. I mean, that's a load of nonsense. They just kept increasing their portfolio. First it was the Boston Red Sox, then it was Liverpool, and then it was the Pittsburgh Penguins, then it was NASCAR and real estate, and now it's the PGA Tour, and then now it's merging with Live Golf. So it's an absolute load of nonsense that they don't continue to expand. All they want is just make as much money as possible, become as rich as possible, and they are already sitting on a huge pile of cash. So it doesn't sit right with me. Either it's Liverpool are state owned, or either it's a huge consortium that can afford Liverpool. So let me know, do you want Liverpool to be sold? If yes, who would be your ideal owners? I would ideally want a billionaire who is also a massive Liverpool fan who also is passionate about winning trophies for Liverpool. But I think that's very few and far between, that people who are really passionate about Liverpool, who have enough money to purchase Liverpool. So that's a very, maybe that person doesn't even exist in the world, I don't know. And now let's hear about the Boston Red Sox fans. And this is a thread from 8 months ago when it was announced that FSG is closing in on the £2.3 billion investment in PGA Tour. The Boston Globe, the local newspaper in Boston, reported this. And the Red Sox fan who posted this on Reddit, said, "This is who FSG is now, a corporate behemoth looking to spread their tentacles into every sport they can. This ownership group doesn't care about the product they put on the field here in Boston. It doesn't stop the Fenway experience, the ATMs, from printing money. They can afford to do whatever they want. They are just choosing not to bother with going all in because it just leaves more available cash for these other purchases." And another Boston Red Sox fan posted this: "For years we were told that the FSG deals would not impact the commitment to the Red Sox, but here we are." And you can substitute the Boston Red Sox with Liverpool because it's the same. It absolutely applies to Liverpool Football Club as well. What changed from September when Kennedy went all in on spending at the press conference after Bloom was fired, and a few weeks ago when he acknowledged the lower payroll, which means lower salaries at Boston Red Sox, FSG became heavily involved in financing a $3 billion investment in the PGA Tour. Liverpool's finances are awful due to stadium issues, and they are now going to lose their coach, Jurgen Klopp, and likely their best player as a result, which thankfully didn't happen. Salah didn't leave last summer. They continue to hoard money as a capstone for LeBron James' career, to helping him to own a Vegas NBA expansion team, expected to be awarded in the next 2 or 3 years. They are further throwing money at the Fenway area development, which will completely remake the neighborhood into a sort of Seaport Part 2. So what that means to the Red Sox in 2024, you can have one 20 million pitcher, not free, and you can't commit more than a few years for that. Payroll not above $205 million. Let's see how things play out. But we aren't spending $8 million on a manager. Maybe the manager will be sacked from the Boston Red Sox as well. And I mean, payroll not north of $205 million. I mean, that's very low. I think at Liverpool, the wages are around $450 million. And the Red Sox is less than half of that. I don't really know about the salaries in baseball, but that seems pretty low to me. The Red Sox are experts at gaslighting, but the biggest trick they ever pulled was convincing people that FSG investment would never influence the Red Sox. I mean, it may be called Fenway Sports Group, but you could argue that the Red Sox are their third most important investment behind the PGA Tour and Liverpool Football Club. Oh wow, so that is an absolute scathing statement from a Boston Red Sox fan, and I can sense the frustration. And it's a similar scenario from Liverpool fans as well. Another Boston Red Sox fan posted this about FSG. Being owned by private equity sucks. Some years they just don't give a damn about you. Anyone who has worked at a company owned by a private equity firm knows exactly what this feels like, what this looks like. You left out how the Pittsburgh Penguins are going through this as well, and also that FSG want the next NFL franchise too. Thus far, no one has connected Klopp leaving Liverpool to FSG spending, and he's vehemently denied it, but I just can't imagine that it's not connected. FSG has surely made it clear that they have won trophies for their three clubs, and now the party is on hold while they hoard assets for their new properties. And the leaders of these three clubs are being told that if they can't deal with it, then too bad. I don't necessarily think that Jurgen Klopp's departure was because FSG didn't, support Liverpool enough in the transfer market, but I think Jurgen Klopp just got too tired after 9 years fighting in the Premier League with Man City and their unlimited endless amounts of money. So in some way it is connected. Maybe if Liverpool would have won 2 or 3 Premier League titles by spending a little bit more in the transfer market, maybe Jurgen Klopp would have been more energized. But yeah, anybody would have been tired doing what Jurgen Klopp did for 8.5, 9 years. The man is a legend. So FSG are a sports holding company. This is what holding companies do. This one just happened to start with your favorite baseball team, and they used the goodwill of America's most beloved ballpark to name their firm Fenway Sports Group. The Boston Red Sox have been just one brand in that holding company for years, and that's not changing anytime soon. Next up, they are investing in the Las Vegas NBA team. The people who care about the on-field success are further and further away from the checkbook. That's all that matters. The true fans, the real fans of Boston Red Sox. And this applies to Liverpool, in my opinion, as well. So let me know, guys, what do you think about FSG ignoring and neglecting the Boston Red Sox, the Liverpool, in terms of supporting them financially? It's absolutely sickening to see that they have money to buy the PGA Tour or invest into the PGA Tour, £2.3 billion, but they haven't supported Arne enough in the transfer market. And I think it's a similar scenario for the Boston Red Sox. They are absolutely sick and tired of what FSG are doing. Let me know how do you feel about the owners in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.